My undergrad, I got a 6.4 CGPA, which equates to about 59%, a second class degree. In my final semester, I had close to about 10 or 11 papers, including the arrears that I had.
But how did I come this far?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Hari, and I talk about stories and my experiences about life in the UK. So first of all, I want to apologize for the delay for this video. I know it's been about 3 weeks, but it might be close to a month by the time this video comes out. It's just that life's been really busy with work and the other sort of commitments that come with it. The idea is to drop one video per week going forward, and I will try my best to be as consistent and disciplined as possible. But I'm here now, and I'm really excited to bring you this one. So I'm going to talk about my transition from India to the UK, especially my student life, what I did to get the part-time I got, and how I slowly moved into the working side of the UK. So if you're someone who's still trying to figure things out, be it a student or a professional who just transitioned into the UK and just starting to understand how the culture is, this one's for you. A quick heads up, my next video will be a bit more detailed about what I do as a consultant in the data analytics space. So stick around for that. So let me rewind a little bit. I'm talking about approximately 4 years ago. Well, it's actually going to be exactly 4 years this March 28th, because I came to the UK on March 28th of 2021. I was part of the 2020-21 batch, came here for my master's at the University of Liverpool in business analytics, just like everybody else back at that time. So when I came here, obviously it was a COVID time and all of the flights were delayed. I was supposed to come in on November 2020, but due to the obvious restrictions, I couldn't make it, and ended up taking a semester online from India. So as soon as I came here, we all have all of these expectations about new country, new culture, meeting new people, exploring things. Well, it was straight into quarantine, and it was a 10-day quarantine, especially if you're an international traveler, regardless of student or whoever you are. I mean, restrictions apply for all. So it was 10 days in my student account with 2 COVID tests, and even my cluster mates couldn't come and visit me. But so not quite the warm welcome you would be expecting, but we made through. The student life here, especially during that time, as you can imagine, was a mixture of confusion, growth, and learning. But the good thing is, within 25 to 30 days of my arrival in the UK, the restrictions were lifted and we were actually allowed to go out. So me and my friends just started applying for full-time and part-time jobs left and right. And we weren't just doing it online. I'm talking about taking actual physical copies of our CV and going business to business, street to street, and actually dropping them off. Eventually, all of us, well, I shouldn't say all of us, but most of us got the part-time. And it was quite enough to sustain the life here in the UK as a student. But of course, it's never enough for a full-time. So for me specifically, the turning point that really mattered or really gave me the understanding that I am actually going somewhere with this was when I got an internship in Leeds. It was a remote internship in a consulting firm, and I was a research analyst. Honestly, it gave me that UK experience that I was looking for and made me feel like that I was actually going somewhere with this whole UK thing, more importantly. But the biggest of turning points in my life was when I was one of the 3 global finalists in a Datathon conducted by Click. Now, this is where I need you to understand that being vigilant is important. Now, these sort of opportunities come and go left and right without even us noticing right under our nose. We'll talk in detail about those opportunities in a later video, probably the next one. But for now, that opportunity is something that really changed my life. So we didn't win it, but I was one of the 3 global finalists. I'll probably leave a link somewhere here. It'll probably be in the description as well. I'm still getting used to this. So you can explore that if you're really interested in it. So that gave the boost I was looking for in my resume, and that sort of helped me push my boundaries and go for opportunities and made me stand out in the crowd when it comes to looking for jobs in the corporate world. Now I'm going to talk about how I got that because it wasn't just through LinkedIn. There are many other portals that you can utilize, as you could have imagined. So there'll be a separate video coming up how to navigate the job market here. So make sure you stick around for that. But for now, I'm just trying to keep it light detailed, just to give you an overall understanding about who I am. So that internship experience gave me the belief that I was actually going somewhere with this whole UK debacle. Because to be honest, at that time, COVID and everything, a part of me wasn't really sure if this was the right decision. But I guess the risk just kind of gave me the reward. But let me pause here and tell you something that's really important, and I feel like I must share this. Before all of this, the UK part-time jobs, UK consultant life, student life and everything, I was a normal engineering student back in Chennai. My undergrad was in electrical engineering and I graduated in 2015, 10 years ago actually. So why is that important? Because I wasn't always a bright student. Well, I was never an average student for that matter. In fact, my undergrad, I got a 6.4 CGPA, which equates to about 59%, a second class degree. In my final semester, I had close to about 10 or 11 papers, including the arrears that I had, and I had to sit and write it at one go. I did clear it, but it wasn't all flowers and roses for me. And the reason why I feel like it's important for me to tell you this now is because if I was able to do or come this far in life after having been such a below average student, I'm saying anybody could do it. It's really important to be vigilant because opportunities come and go in life right under your nose, and universe has a unique way of providing those opportunities. So all you need to do is be focused, consistent and disciplined. And if I can do it, genuinely anybody can. And that is why I feel like it's really important for you to know this. Everybody has a phase where they start taking life seriously. I'll talk a bit about my personal life in a later video because I feel like that's important, and I feel like that would give you an idea about why I had to switch up from being kind of a lethargic student to a serious one, wherein I started taking my career more seriously. Because all of us start off being simple, want to have fun. Not all of us are gifted with being able to grasp things immediately, but we'll get to the details of that in a later video. But as of now, what I'm saying is there will be opportunities coming in everybody's life once in a while. Just make sure you grasp it and you're vigilant and you take that opportunity and you just go all in with it. So let my life be, my experience be an example to you to help you understand that anybody can achieve anything as long as you believe in it. If you're a student here in the UK and you get an offer in the first application you go for, congratulations, because I can almost guarantee you that 99% of the time that isn't the reality. There's always going to be 100 rejection emails. If I go into my inbox and filter, unfortunately, the word unfortunately, there'll probably be like 300, 400 emails, which is common, which is fine. We don't need all of those opportunities, we just need one. So it's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy, that's the thing. But if you stick in it, if you be consistent and disciplined, you will be able to succeed. There will be an opportunity. I firmly believe the universe doesn't give up on a relentless mind. And that is exactly what's going to happen if you be consistent with it and just go for it. I don't want to turn this video into a motivational one. Maybe I will post another one for that. But for now, I'm just trying to share my beliefs and tell you my experience and the kind of mindset that I had that helped me land and bring me from where I was to where I am now. There will come a time in every student's life, especially after masters in a different country, not just UK, where you will be attending interviews left and right. I did get that phase. Now, when you hit that phase, I'm talking about when you have an interview in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So there was a time when I was attending 3 different company interviews in a specific day. So when you hit that phase, your confidence level will be high because you start to see a pattern, you start to see a trend about the questions that come in, because obviously at that point you would have set your career to go in one particular direction. So you will get more experience, more exposure about the questions that come in, And at that point, your confidence will be so high that if you don't get an offer, you would get to the mindset of, okay, there's always going to be another one, let's just go. And that is a mindset that I want every student who looks at this video to get into. We'll work on how to get to that part later, but for now, that is the goal. And once you get there, getting a job is easy. Trust me on this. There are abundant opportunities, and there's always going to be a lot of connections, networks, and opportunities coming in from the unexpected sources. Again, that is something that we'll look into as well. So back to my UK Masters. I handed in my dissertation on December 6th, 2021. I remember that specifically because I required a 2-week extension for my dissertation. And I got my results back in February 2022. My graduation ceremony was on May 5th, 2022, but I joined AECOM as a data analytics consultant on May 3rd. So I actually had a job before I had to go for my ceremony. In fact, I actually took a day off. I remember that specifically. So it wasn't easy, but the internship and the Datathon experience really boosted my resume. In fact, there was one time where one specific company really sort of came close to providing me the offer that I wanted, but then it got stuck in between, and they didn't let me through because of a specific reason. Now, I don't want to say that in this video, because if I talk about it, it will need a whole different explanation and stuff like security clearance in the UK and all those sort of things. So, which is why I'm thinking of doing that job corporate, navigation in a separate video. So stay tuned for that. Now, all of these experience will give you a bit of learning, and it will mold you into someone new, wherein you can get into that mindset of taking any challenges at any point in life. So yeah, that's been my journey so far. I should also mention that I did a distance program. It's called the Advanced Program in Data Science in IIM Calcutta. This was between 2019 and 20. And to be honest, I learned a lot of data related stuff there, and that helps me till this day, even in my job. So again, we'll go into detail because those sort of things deserve a video of its own, which is coming up, probably the next one. So that's been my journey so far, from failing exams, second class degree in engineering in my undergrad back in Chennai, to UK part-time jobs and a consultant, a senior now actually. So it's been wild, to say the least. And this channel is my way of giving back to the community, especially for the students who I ever so love and want to see succeed. So if you're in a position where you just transitioned into the UK and you're looking to settle down, I want you to use this channel as a platform and help you in doing that, help you ease into that transition, because I understand a new country, a new culture, new people, everything is different. Especially, for example, the work-life balance here in the UK is really important. Dare I say, not as much back in India. However, it's those sort of things that that we expect and try to understand as we move along. So I want you to use this channel as a platform to help you transition into the corporate life of the UK, so that you could develop in your careers and excel in whichever domain you take in. You'll probably see all kinds of content in this channel, from PC gameplay like Counter-Strike, Valorant, to IRL football, even a bit of music. I don't know if I mentioned this, but being a Global Datathon finalist, I actually got some money from it, and I used that to buy a piano that's just sitting right there. And some point in this channel, you'll probably see that as well. But at the heart of it all, this channel is for people, students and professionals, transitioning into the UK. So I want you to treat this channel as a platform where you can gather some tips from my experience and use those tips to help you in your journey here in the UK. If this video helped you and it feels like there's a real part to it where you can actually relate to it, Feel free to drop a comment down below, because I would love to respond to those comments, especially if it's about your experience in the UK, so that we could help in giving back to the community. And feel free to share this video to someone who you feel like needs to see it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss out on the next video, which is gonna go in detail about the work life and my work life in the UK. All of my socials are in the description below. Feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.